Hey everyone, so I've added some new things onto my Mercari from time to time. You all ask me about Mercari, so I figured I'd go ahead and take the time to explain my Mercari and what's going on. So I do have one. I know you all know my first love is makeup. My actual first love was fashion. So although I do have quite a few makeup pieces, I will be starting to add more fashion things. I did a closet declutter in July of 2024, I believe, and I plan on doing a spring one soon, so stay tuned for some of those pieces coming up. I always have makeup coming out of my collection, though. I try to go through it pretty regularly and declutter, since I buy a lot. So you can check periodically to see if anything new has been added, since I just use the same reel. But on to today's video. What's up, everyone? It's your girl Gelbeauty-QM here, aka Grace Honey, and it's time for another one of the battles. So this time we're gonna be battling the short Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation up against the Le Glow tint from Loreal. I felt like they looked really similar on the skin, so I wanted to put my theory to the test and see if I was correct or not, because I remember this having really light coverage, and obviously this is a skin tint, so it's going to have light coverage. So I just thought trying them side by side might be a good idea, so that's what we're going to do today. I am going to use the Shoutout Tilbury concealer as opposed to L'Oreal, but the rest of the products I put on my face will be L'Oreal. So the blush, bronzer, highlighter, and even lip gloss will be L'Oreal. So if you like videos like this, y'all know I do a ton of dupe videos. If you like a good complexion video in particular, I'm on my third dupe from the shorts that I have put up, but I have done other complexion videos I have not done dupes for. Those should have flashed over my face while we were talking. If you like a good eyeshadow video, y'all know I have like 3 or 4 different eyeshadow series on my channel right now. So I hope you all have been enjoying those. If you like a good fragrance video, I just wrapped up yesterday the Brown Girl Jane Casino fragrance that just launched. You all know I did Golden Rule. I have me from Snif coming up. Use code GRACE10 to get a discount on Snif's website. And I did the re-release of Le Monde Gourmand's Creme Brulee. Finally, if you like a good fashion video, which it seems you all do, you all really enjoyed my Valentine's Day shorts. Shout out to everybody who watched them. Thank you so much, because I had a lot of like outfit ideas for Valentine's Day and Galentine's Day. So I posted them, and I'm glad you enjoyed them. But I do shorts at least twice a week normally. That was just for Valentine's Day. I can amp it up in the future though if anyone's interested, but I have done some long form fashion content as well. So I have part 2s of all 3 of the long forms coming, so stay tuned. I did one on TJ Maxx, since I go there once a week to show you all what the latest things are at TJ Maxx every Friday. I've done one on this brand called Johansson. They just launched their spring collection, and I'm grabbing a couple more things, so that video will probably be closer to the springtime because it's in Sydney, Australia, and I have to wait for it to come. Finally, for my fashion forward girlies who don't like to spend a whole bunch of coin but like to have good layering pieces for their more expensive things, I did one on Forever 21. So if you like content like that, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. If you like more vlogs, lifestyle, home goods, cooking, organization videos, then my membership is probably the place for you. It's down below as well. Check that out. But on to today's video. Let me zoom in real quick. So we're gonna go in with the Milani Blur Jam dude. There is a NYX version of this as well for anyone who's interested. Oh crap, I just got it on my pants. I'm glad my pants are black and not white. Anyway, there is the NYX version of this as well, but the NYX version is 20 bucks, and I know Babs Beauty said it broke her skin out, so I don't know what's in that one versus what's in the one from Milani, but it did break out her skin, and I know she likes the original Blur Jam, and that one has never broke her out, so just something to keep in mind. You might want to look in the instructions on that one if you were looking to get the NYX one as opposed to the original Blur Jam, or maybe you should just stick to this one. I'm not sure, but I always like to tell people about that, just in case, because you can go watch her channel and get some more information on it and find out what she normally uses, and maybe that will help you. Okay, y'all, so we have our Blur Jam dupe on. So y'all know the drill. This is the high-end side, and this is the affordable side. So we're just going to go ahead and start. I haven't used this foundation in a little while. I'm not even front. So I'm going to start off with one pump, just because it's like, you know, one side of the face. If it was my full face, I'd probably did like 2.5 or 3. Oh, this is much thicker than I remember it being. But I remember not giving that much coverage, even though it was thick. And that was what was like confusing to me, because I didn't feel like it gave a lot of coverage. But we'll see once I put it on. Y'all know I have 2 brushes for each thing. So I have 2 brushes for concealer, 2 brushes for foundation, 2 brushes for powder. And then we just use the sponge for underneath the eye. See what I'm saying? Like, even though I just put on a full pump, I still feel like it's not giving that much coverage considering how thick the product is. So that's why I felt like it'd be good for the tint, because even though it is a thicker consistency, it's not giving off that much coverage. See, I don't feel like I have that much coverage on my face, even though this is supposed to be a foundation. So like I can still see the dark spots, excuse me, in this area on my face right here, and on the side of my head, and a little bit on my forehead. So I'm just like, are you really out here about that life? If I can still see all those kinds of like things on my face, I don't know. Anyway, on to the L'Oreal now. I have the shade 310 in L'Oreal, and I have the shade 14 Neutral in Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, so the the L'Oreal one is much more runny and thinner, and I like the undertone of the L'Oreal one better as well. Y'all know I always try to put the drugstore one down the middle of the face, because since it's the more affordable one, I feel like you want to see how it lasts on more of the face than less, if that makes sense. So that's why I personally always put the more affordable one down the middle of the face, because it's like I want to know how it's going to last. And since I have oily combination skin, on my nose is like where I have the most difficulty, so I want to see how long and how well the product stays on there and doesn't break down. I'm only going to the grocery store today, y'all, and probably like nowhere else, just because it's snowing in Chicago right now. I'm gonna go to Indiana and get some groceries, because they don't have to pay taxes on their food, but in the city of Chicago you do. And my house is so close to Indiana, it's literally like probably like a 15-minute drive. So I'm like, I'm gonna just go to Indiana and do it. I'm just gonna go do that. Hopefully their gas is cheaper. The cheapest gas I've seen over there was like $2.75. Okay, so this is L'Oreal side. And I feel like it did about the same as Charlotte Tilbury. I do feel like it gives more of a glow, but it says it's, you know, kind of like a glow situation. So that's why I expected. So we're just gonna sponge my Charlotte here. And then obviously I'll flip the sponge over to the front when it comes to doing the L'Oreal side. But right now I'm just kind of more concerned about putting on some concealer. So I have the shade 11.75 in the concealer. I don't know why, but it always amuses me when they have like 0.75 or 0.25 or whatever when it comes to concealers and foundations and stuff. I'm like, there's enough numbers. They go to like infinity, and you felt like you had to put a 0.75 on it, like, or a 0.25 on it. Like, why didn't you just go to the next number? I don't get it, but okay, whatever. I already tried out the Rare Beauty cream bronzer a couple of times, and I didn't feel like doing it again today. So you've seen it in 2 videos already. I'm gonna just go ahead and skip cream bronzer today because I'm just not in the mood, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna take the sponge, go down the middle of the face first, and next will be the side that we'll use the for the L'Oreal side, just because, you know, I put the L'Oreal foundation down the middle of the face, so I feel like it's only fair that I use the side down the middle of the face when it comes to blending it out. So I'll probably blend out the L'Oreal concealer first, so I'll remember to use the side I'm supposed to on that side of my face. I feel like it helps brighten up, because I feel like the 14 neutral shade is a little bit deeper than I would like it to be during this season. Wintertime, I feel like in summer it's fine, but in wintertime I just feel like it's a little deeper than I'd like. So I like the fact that I got a light enough concealer to where I can make the concealer work for what I need it to work for when I, you know, use this in the wintertime. Or the off chance that I use it in the winter. Y'all want to this side of the face? Y'all got Veronica running outside, so when it's time for me to go pick up what I need to pick up and do what I need to do, I'm like, yes, she's ready. The girl is ready. I'm gonna take the clean side. That's the side that the Charlotte Tilbury gets, and then we'll just clear up this part down here. Doing that. So okay, this is what we're working with so far. Let's go ahead and put our powders on. So y'all know the drill. I've been using these powders for like the last couple of weeks in videos, just because they're already in the room with me. So we're gonna use Fit Me underneath the eyes, and then we use Dark Deepest for matte on the face. So we'll start off with the Charlotte Tilbury eye. Since that's the last side I use is the get that done. Flip it over now and do the rest of the face. I'm ready to go home, get some hot cocoa. Adriangameover asked me to watch a movie. I was trying to debate if I should get us some shamrock shakes or not, but I'm like, it's 11 o'clock, so I don't know if they'll even like be selling them yet. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like, I definitely would like a shamrock shake. When I come back home to Adriangameover, I can at least bring him a shamrock shake because he wanted to go to Portillo's Friday. I'm going to start on this side now for Charlotte. It was a snowstorm on Valentine's Day for his first track meet, and I was like, yeah, I'm not driving anywhere else. I had to drive through a snowstorm now for like an hour and a half just to be able to get back home. Then he's supposed to go with his dad, then he ended up not going with his dad, so then I had to like sit in front of his school for 45 minutes to like wait till they got back from the school, because that's how far away it was. It was almost an hour away, and I had to drive an hour and a half because it was snowing really bad when I left. So I was just like, oh god. A whole hot mess, y'all. So I'm just like, ugh. So he didn't get his Portillo's because I was like, I'm not driving anywhere else in this weather, boy. And he's like, but I was looking forward to Portillo's. Okay, you had to look forward to Portillo's another day. I had to drive in a car for an hour and a half with your grandma complaining about the way people were driving in traffic and complaining about me and my windshield wipers while she sits over there and does nothing. So I was like, yeah, no. And then I had to sit for 45 minutes and wait on you. So it's like I literally had to drive close to like 4 hours just for this one track meet. And then you thought that I was going to be trying to go and sit at a parking lot in the snow for Portillo. I was like, boy, no. Mommy was doing none of it. I mean, I was doing none of it, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I was like, oh, who doing that? Where? What? Go. Okay, y'all. So this is what my face is looking like with both the products on. I still feel like both of them look quite glowy. They both still look really glowy on each side, but again, they're supposed to. This is what the duping is all about, to make sure that the products are exactly the same. And as you can see on the skin, they're looking exactly the same. I feel like the Charlotte Tilbury side looks a little bit heavier than the L'Oreal side, but you saw that the L'Oreal one was lighter consistency. I'm sorry I didn't think to show you all the thickness of the Charlotte Tilbury, but it was thicker than this one is, and I feel like you can tell by like it looking heavier on the face over here versus this looking like a light airbrush type filter vibe. Anyway, I'm gonna go put the rest of my face on, my lip on, then I'll spray my face on camera with you all, and then I'll go on with my day. Okay, girl. Okay, y'all, so I'm back with my standard look, you know, my cute little corally blush from L'Oreal. I got on my highlighter from L'Oreal. Like I said, my bronzer from L'Oreal, and then my lip product from L'Oreal. So we got the L'Oreal going on up in here today. Looking real cute, real cute. Let's go ahead and spray my face with some more L'Oreal. Remember, this does have fragrance in it, just keep that in mind. But shake her on up real quick. And this is what the face is looking like. So I personally like it. Just remember which side is which. Remember, this is Charlotte Tilbury and this is L'Oreal. I'm actually preferring the way the L'Oreal looks. Like I said, I feel like this just looks like a little thicker than I would personally like. I want it to look more like skin, but like, you know, a better version of my skin. And I feel like it looks a little rough. With all fairness, this is the side of my face I sleep on the most, so it could just be like a whole textured situation and not necessarily, you know, anything wrong with that, but you know, that's what we're working with. So I will talk to you all later on tonight. Okay, girl? Okay. Y'all, so I'm back after a long day of wear. So as you can see, the L'Oreal is giving us a nice glowy situation going on here. All this and all this is not as bad in real life as it normally isn't, but you know, from the lighting, excuse me, I have going on right now, looks pretty bad. But she's cute, it's nice, it's workable. I'm here for it. Give you a little close up there. As you can see, the blush held up quite nicely, all things considered. I put this on at like 11 o'clock, I believe. Around 10:45, 11 o'clock, and it's like 6 o'clock. So it was time to wrap it on up. So, let me see. I don't know. I don't feel like I see too much of a difference when it comes to each side and the way it wore. Y'all know my nose is always my oily place, so it's gonna be oily. I don't feel like it's broken up anywhere though. As you can see, like, it's not breaking up anywhere here. It hasn't broken up anywhere here. It just looks extremely oily. So I feel like if I had used a mattifying powder, because Maybelline doesn't claim to be mattifying, that they'd have done about the same and worn about the same. And this one looks a little bit more skin-like than the short Tilbury one. Again, like I told you all, this is the side of my face I feel like that has the most texture, so that's just something you have to keep in mind. Like, it could just be that there's more texture on this side of my face than the other one, since this is the side I sleep on and I'm moving around a lot on it. But I like both of them, so it just depends on what price point you're looking for and what kind of coverage you're trying to get, along with the shade range. Because I feel like the shade range would be like a deciding factor, mainly for someone like me, who, you know, like, they usually don't like to make shades for. But if you're on the lighter spectrum, you might not make a difference to you when it comes to it, and you'll be thinking more about the quality. But I have to think about both of those things. I don't want there to be a good range for everyone to choose from. So I personally, just based upon price point, would pick the Loreal one. But then again, I'm a couponer, like I've been telling you all, so I could go to CVS, you know, use my 40% off coupon, and they give you makeup coupons on top of it, so it would be a better deal for the drugstore one just for me. So if you coupon, or if you know, just like a better price point, then I feel like you would like the L'Oreal one, especially since I feel like they pretty much look the same. If anything, this one gives you more of that dewier glass skin thing that people like so much. So I personally am preferring the L'Oreal one, just because it's a little bit lighter and it's not as heavy on the skin, or as heavy when it comes out, and the price point is better. So, but comment down below and tell me which side you prefer. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye. Fun doesn't have to stop here. Let's be friends over on Instagram to check out the latest fashion, fragrance, and palette comparisons, along with the occasional food review and glimpses into my everyday life. Make sure you follow me over on Instagram. It's Gelbeauty87 there as well. I hope you have a great day.